When I was younger, one of my main struggles was trying to do things that were too difficult, and I would end up quitting midway through because it wasn't what I envisioned, right? So when I started calisthenics, the first skill I really started training was the planche, and this skill was way above the level I was at. It took a long time to see some results, and I would get frustrated because I didn't know what it was for if I wasn't making any progress. And this is the reason I ended up quitting 4 times during the first year, is because I just couldn't see the reason to keep going when I wasn't seeing any new result or strength, right? And this is really the main point of this video. Your mindset can either make or break your journey in anything. It doesn't have to be calisthenics. It can be drawing. It could be videography. Hey, what's this on? I know I struggled with that one too in the beginning, and I still am to some degree, but we're getting better, right? And yeah, really the whole thing is your mindset can determine whether you start something and actually go through with it, whether you don't even start it at all because you don't think you can, or whether you quit halfway through because you get frustrated and give up, right? And having a good mindset, having a mindset that pushes you forward rather than reels you in when you've actually done something good is really important for a lot of experiences. I would say I'm only 17, I haven't lived that long, but for most of the experience I had, having a good mindset would have really made a lot of mistakes I made disappear, right? But all you can really learn from the past is all you can really do in the past is learn from it. So we move on. And really the first thing I wanted to talk about was, for calisthenics, the mindset that progress takes time, and that most things that take time last a long time as well. So, for example, when I started training, I gained strength pretty quickly. This is in weightlifting, by the way, not calisthenics. And I gained a lot of strength in a relatively short time, which I was super excited about. But the thing I didn't gain a lot of was muscle, obviously, because muscle takes longer to build and grow than strength does. And I really noticed this before we went on a 2-week vacation. And I didn't work out during this vacation. I was kind of just seeing friends and seeing family and stuff. But once I got back, I expected both my strength and my muscle to be relatively similar, right? And I had gained some muscle at this point, so I was expecting it to be around the same. And I went back to the gym, and my muscle was similar, right? I didn't lose any muscle, or if I did, it was very, very, very little. But the thing I really lost a lot of was strength, and I was very disappointed. And I realized the strength was a lot easier to gain in the beginning, but as a side effect or as a consequence, I also lost it a lot easier, right? And same goes for the muscle, right? It was a lot harder to gain, but it was more permanent once I got it. And quick side note, if you do gain muscle but then lose it, it's a lot easier to gain it back on the second time because it's like some sort of muscle memory thing, and that really helps a lot. Same for the strength, actually. After I quit planching, like the 4 times, I noticed it was significantly easier each time to regain the strength I once had. What would have taken me 5 months in the first try took me only a month when I restarted, which, helps a lot, right? I mean, I'm not saying quit doing anything and then try to keep going, but if you do quit, you don't have to get so frustrated and sad, because it truly is a lot easier to gain that back than it is to gain the first time. I think a lot of people kind of get overwhelmed by some of their goals and some, dreams they have, and it just causes them never to start working on it, which at least now, I think is the wrong way to approach it, right? I think that as long as you put in the work, as long as you put some sort of effort in, consistently, then you're kind of guaranteed, or you have a very, very high chance of gaining the goal you want, right? So if you're trying to planche, you don't think of it, oh man, I need to planche, but it's going to take years to do. Right now, I kind of just think, as long as I keep going, I'm guaranteed to get the planche. There's nothing that's going to stop me if I continue to train like how I'm doing, right? And obviously, there's different ways to achieve the same goal, right? You can train planche by doing planche attempts, and you can train planche by doing supplementary exercises. But the overall concept is the same. As long as you keep trying to go for a goal that you want to get, right? It's impossible not to fail. That's really the mindset I started adopting with the planche, but I've also expanded it into other goals, right? Like this YouTube channel. As long as I don't give up on this channel, as long as I keep posting, keep being consistent, then it has to grow, or it has to help more people. That's my goal for this channel, is to condense what I've learned in 2 to 3 to 4 years and put it out into shorter videos that people can watch and hopefully get help from, right? That's all I'm really here for. I hope that I was, concise and made you understand why I believe this mindset is so helpful. It's really meant a lot of how I think of, challenging and goals and stuff like that, right? I'm making this documentary right now. It's about calisthenics. It's about how it's kind of changed my life. And without this mindset of, if you keep doing it every day, it has to come. I think I would have given up like a lot of other projects I've done, but this video and me telling you this now is gonna force me to complete the project now. So look out for that, and yeah, keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna reach where you want to get to. So thanks for watching.